Today is Tuesday, December 15th. It's Wednesday, December 15th. Today's classwork was 512, and so it says, earlier in this course, you worked with proportions such as 3/5 and equals x over 8. One way to begin solving proportions is to eliminate fractions and create an equivalent equation. When you eliminate the fractions, it is easier to solve. Fraction elimination is not just for proportions, however. It also applies to other equations with fractions. In this lesson, you will learn how to eliminate fractions in equations. Then you will be able to use what you learned about solving equations to complete the problems. So this first problem we talked about says Hannah wants to solve 400x plus 1 equals 2.2. I think that we need to use my calculator because of the decimals, she told Michael. Suddenly Hannah blurted out, no, wait, what was the way we learned to rewrite a proportion equation without fractions? Maybe we can use that idea here to get rid of the decimals. What is Hannah talking about? Explain what she means. Then rewrite the equation so that it has no decimals. Show your work on your whiteboard. So we came up with the idea that we can multiply everything by 100. So if I take this equation and multiply it by 100, multiply each piece, I'm going to get 4x plus 100 equals 220. So then in part B, it said solve this equation. So I get 4x equals 120 divided by 4. So I end up with x equals 30. So then I want to check my solution, so I plug it back into the original problem. So I end up with 1.2 plus 1, and it does work. 2.2 equals 2.2. So now it says, rewriting 400x plus 1 equaling 2 2/10 in the previous problem gave you a new equivalent equation that was easier to solve. If needed, review the math notes box in this lesson for more information about equivalent equations. How can each equation below be rewritten so that it's easier to solve? With your team, find an equivalent equation for each equation below. If the original equation has large numbers, make sure the equivalent equation has smaller numbers. If the original equation has fractions or decimals, eliminate the fractions or decimals in the equivalent equation. Solve each new equation and check your answer. Show work on your whiteboard and insert a picture. So for this first one, I'm going to multiply everything by 10. So I'm going to get 21x plus 6 equals 174. So then I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides and get 168 equals 21x, and then divide by 21. X equals 14. For B, I'm going to divide everything by 50. So 100 divided by 50 is 2, so I get 2x plus 250 divided by 50 is 2, 4, 5. And negative 400 divided by 50 is negative 8. So when I subtract 5 from both sides, I get 2x equals negative 13, divide both sides by 2, so x equals a negative 6.5. Okay. So C, I'm going to multiply both sides by 3. So when I do that, 3 goes into 3, and I end up with 2x equals 90. And I divide both sides by 2. I get x equals 45. For D, I'm going to multiply everything by 5. So I end up with x plus 5 equals negative 30. Subtract 5 from both sides. I get x equals negative 35. Okay. So 512 says examine the equation x over 3 plus x over 5 equals 16, and then answer the questions below. So first A says multiply each term by 3. So if I multiply everything by 3, 3 times x over 3 is going to give me x, plus 3 over x, 3x over 5, equals 30 plus 18, 48. So what happened? So the x over 3 denominator was eliminated, but I still have fractions. Alright, so then B says if you had multiplied each term in the original equation by 5 instead of 3, what would happen? So now I'm going to multiply everything by 5. So I'm going to get 5x over 3 plus x equals 80. Would you eliminate all the fractions? The answer is no, I still have 5x over 3. So it says find a number that you can use to multiply all the terms that will get rid of all the fractions. How is this number related to the numbers in the equation? So I can multiply by 15 and get rid of all of the fractions because 15 is the least common denominator. Okay? So I'm going to do it here. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. So I'm going to get 5x plus 15 divided by 5 is 3. 3x equals, and then 16 times 15 is 240. So then I get 5x plus 3x is 8x. And then I divide both sides by 8. X equals 30. So then I want to make sure I check my answer. So I do 30 divided by 3 plus 30 divided by 5 equals 16. So I'm going to get 10 plus 6. So it works. So now it says use this strategy you developed in problem 512 to solve each of the following equations. Show your work on your whiteboard and insert a picture. Alright, so in A, I find the common denominator between 7 and 3 is 21. So that means I'm going to multiply everything by 21. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite it. So 21A divided by 7 plus 21A divided by 3 is going to equal 210. So then I simplify. These cancel out and I get 3 plus these cancel out, give me 7. I get 10A equals 210. Divide both sides by 10. I get A equals 21. Okay, for B, my common denominator is going to be 10. So I multiply everything by 10. So I'm going to get 30y divided by 5 plus 30 divided by 2 equals 70y divided by 10. So I get 6y plus 15 equals 7y. Subtract 6y from both sides. I get 15 equals y. So then, I do the same thing. So 6, 3, and 2. Common denominator is going to be 6. So I multiply 6 squared to 2x minus 3 by 6 equals 6 times 2 is 12x over 3 plus 6 over 2. So the 6's cancel, so I'm just left with 2x minus 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4x plus 3. So then I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. And negative 3 equals 2x 3. Subtract 3. Negative 6 equals 2x. And divide by 2. X equals anywhere. And then the last one we got during class, the common denominator is going to be 60. So I'm going to rewrite it as 60 b plus 3 divided by 3 minus 60b divided by 4 is 60 times b minus 2 divided by 5. So then I'm going to divide first. So 3 goes into 60 20 times. So I get 20 groups of b plus 3 minus 60 goes into divided by 4 is going to be 15. Goes in 12 times. So we get 12 groups of b minus 6. All right. Distribute, I get 20b plus 60 minus 15b equals 12b minus 24. Combine and get 5b plus 60 equals 12b minus 24. I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides. I get 60 equals 8b minus 24. Okay, 24. 84 equals 7b. Divide by 7. I end up with b equals